Hey, hi friends, welcome back to my channel. In today's session, we will discuss about Unix interview questions. So I will try to cover some of the interview questions I've faced in my interviews, and also I wanted to share my experience. I've come across with some of the complex scenarios during my project. So those things also I will share in this video. We will start with the first question. So let's say you have a log file, and in that log file you have this error message, and you want to see the lines before that error message and also after that error message. Let's say that log file is very huge, and you won't be able to open that log file on the console. So how will you find the lines before and after? So this kind of questions you will face in interview. So we will see how we can handle this. So this is the online portal I'm currently using, where you can practice the Unix basic commands. Okay. So I have a file with 3 lines. So lines before match. In the second line I have this error message, and the line 3 lines after match. So I have data like this, and I want to print the data after this error found message. So if you simply use that grep command, so it will not give you the lines before or after match. So we have options in grep. You'll have to know these options to handle this scenario. So we have 2 options. One is -a, the other one is -b. -a is for after match, and -b is for before match. So you want to print lines after pattern match, so you can simply give the -a option and the number of lines after that pattern. So in this case I want to print 1 line after the pattern match. See, you can see the output, right? Initially I had 3 lines with this data. Now I got this error found message and also the line after this error found. So this way you can get the lines after pattern match. And now we will see how we can get the lines before pattern match. So we can simply use -b option, -b, and give the number. So in this case I'm giving only one, so it'll print 1 line before the pattern match. I'll run this command. See, we got the output. We got 2 lines. One is error found message, the other one is lines before match. So yeah, this way we can handle this question. So if let's say I have this in the input data, so I have city names like this. I have 4 records in the file: Hyderabad, Pune, Bangalore, and Hyderabad. So what I want in the output is I don't want the duplicate records in the output, which means I want only Pune and Bangalore in the output. I don't want Hyderabad record. So how we can handle this type of scenario? So we might face a different question like this. I want only the duplicate data in output. I don't want the unique record. So you can face any of these questions. So to handle this, you'll have to know one command in Unix, that is unique. There is a command called unique. If you are familiar with this unique command, then you would be able to handle this scenario very easily. I will show how we can get only the duplicate data, or get only the unique data, or get all the unique records in that particular thing. So I am doing a sort, and I'm simply giving hyphen. I'm simply giving the unique command. So with this, I'll get only one record for Hyderabad. I'll get only the unique records. I'll eliminate all the duplicates. Now I don't want Hyderabad in my target, because it is repeating in the input file. So I can simply give -u option. With this I will eliminate Hyderabad in the output. You can see the output, right? Hyderabad is not there. We can see only Bangalore and Pune. And I want only the duplicate data in output. So in that case we can simply change the option from U to D. So if you give unique -d, it will give only the duplicate records. See, Hyderabad is the only record we got. Let's say if we want to find out how many times that record is repeated in the file, so you can simply use the -c option, that is for count. It will give you the output with the counts. See, Bangalore, we have only one record. For Hyderabad we have two records, and for Pune we have one record. So like this we can. So in interview, interviewer may ask any of these questions. So I have one file with employee details. So I have employee name and also the city of that employee. I have two columns in the input file, employee name and the city. So what I want in the output is I want to print the employees of a particular city. Let's say I want to print the employees of Hyderabad city only. So we might face this kind of question. So how will you handle it? So I will show. So we have awk command in Unix. So using this we can get the required result in the output. So see, we have awk command in Unix. So using this we can achieve this particular scenario very easily. So in the input I have employee and the employee city. So in output I want only the employee names whose city is Hyderabad. So using this awk command we can do it. So what I did is awk, here the field separator is pipe. I gave this pipe option, and city is in the second column. So if $2 is equal to Hyderabad, print the entire record. So this is how we can do it. So with this command we can simply get a particular city data. So let's say if I want to get the data of Pune, I can simply change the city name from Hyderabad to Pune. I'll run it. So I got the Pune city data. So Ganesh is an employee who is staying in Pune. So like this we can achieve. How we can create a file with older timestamp. So we have an option in touch, that is -t option, where you can specify a particular timestamp. So with this timestamp file will be created. So here if you see these commands, so I'm trying to create two files, file 1 with the current timestamp, file 2 with the January 1st timestamp, and then I ran this ls-lrt to see the file. So on the right hand side you can see the output. I'll run this command one more time. See, file 2 got created with January 1st with 12:30 timestamp, and file 1 got created with current timestamp. So you'll have to remember this option, touch -t is your option to create a file with a particular timestamp. Now let's say I want to find files which are older than a particular date. So let's say I want to find files which are older than 30 days. So I'm trying to create two files, one with the current timestamp, the other one with the January timestamp. So I created file 1 and file 2. Now I'll use find command to find the files which are older than 30 days. See, initially I created file 1 with the current timestamp and file 2 with the January 1st timestamp, and then I just added echo statement to make it easy to understand, and then I'm using find command. I gave this type is for to indicate a file. So if you want to look for directories which are older than 30 days, so you can mention D in place of F. So, and we have this -m time, so modified time, so I give place 30. So it will give the files which are older than 30 days. So in the output you can see file 2 is the only file we got. So if you want to find the files modified in the last 30 days, you want to find the files which are modified in the last 30 days, you can simply give this -30. You will get file 1 and file 1 and main.sh. So these are the latest files. Okay. So -m time is an option using which you can find the files older than a particular time period. I want to find empty files in the current directory. So we have an option. See, I created file 1 and file 2 with 0 byte, and then I just I just used this find command to find the file. So this is the command, this is the option, -size is the option you can use to find the empty files in a current directory. And I have a file with employee ID and employee name, and I want to do the sort on the employee ID. So how we can perform sort on a particular column in Unix? So I ran this command. So you can see on the right hand side I have employee name and the employee ID, and the employee ID is not in the sorted order. Now how we can do the sort? We have a command called sort and we have options in sort. I'll tell about each option. -n means numeric sort, -k means it's a key. We'll have to mention the key column for that. So here employee ID is in the second column, so I mentioned 2, and -t is for the field separator. So here pipe is a field separator, so I mentioned pipe. Now we will run this command. See, I got the sorted data. These are the options. I mean, if you remember options in sort, you can do sort on a particular column. Even if it's a delimited file, yeah, you can do it. Let's take another question. How we can convert a string into uppercase or lowercase? So I have Hyderabad city. I'll just run this command, so it will print the data in lowercase, all lowercase. So I want to convert this lowercase Hyderabad to uppercase Hyderabad. So how we can do it? So we have a command to do this. tr is for translate. So what I'm doing is translate all lower characters from small a to z to caps A to Z. So I'll run this command. It will convert small Hyderabad to small letter Hyderabad to capital letter Hyderabad. So if you remember this command tr, so you can easily do this. So I have a file and I want to replace a particular word in that file. Let's say I have this content in the file. So I am Ramesh. Hi Ramesh. So this is the content in the file and I want to replace Ramesh word with some other word. How I can do it? I'll show you now. We have a command called scd in Unix, and s is for substitute and give the target word and give the replacement word. I'll run this command. See, first Ramesh got replaced with Suresh, and we have one more Ramesh. So if you want to replace all the matching words, then you will have to use G. G is for global. So if you use G, it will replace all the matching words. So after putting G, so it replaced all Ramesh words with Suresh. So you can, I'll run this command one more time so you can see all Ramesh got replaced with Suresh. So if you remember this command scd, yes, you can easily answer this question. How can we get the yesterday state in Unix? So you might face this question. So how I can get the yesterday state in Unix? So I'll show you how we can get it. So date command, if you simply run this date command, you will get today's date. You will get the current data. So we got February 18th. So I want yesterday state. So we can simply give this -d option, and there you can mention yesterday. It will give you the yesterday state. See, we got February 17th date. Okay. If you want tomorrow's date, so you got tomorrow's date, that is February 19th. So like this you can get today's date and also tomorrow's date. Yeah. Okay guys, that's all for today's session. So I'll try to come up with some more interview questions in next video. So if you guys like this video, please like, share, subscribe to my channel, BTech Corrado. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in next video.